guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Danielle with You Made Crochet. So today we're going to talk about front loop only and back loop only stitches. Alright, so what I have here, and I have the camera zoomed in, for those who can see, hopefully this is helpful to you. So I have just a little bitty swatch of 10 single crochets, okay? If you don't know how to single crochet, my video number 2, I believe, is a single crochet tutorial, so feel free to check that out. Also, if y'all would do me a favor and subscribe and like this video if you like it, and give me some feedback if you don't. So, alright, so I have these 10 single crochets. Now, I'm going to position my work. I don't have a hook in it right now, but I'm going to position it to where the working loop up here is facing my wall that's in front of me, and the bottom piece is facing me. Okay, so normally I would face it like this to 9 o'clock, where it's the working loop is facing to my left and the work is facing to, or I'm sorry, where my loop is facing to my right and my work is facing to the left. But I want to do it vertically for just a second because I want you guys to see really closely what I'm talking about. Okay, so we have the tops of the stitches, and this goes for any stitch, and these are V's. Okay, it's a print letter V, and right now, because my work is vertical, the point of the print letter V is facing me. Okay, so in patterns you're going to see some abbreviations that say FLO or BLO. So that means front loop only or back loop only. So when we've learned other stitches, we've started with a foundation chain, and then we've done a single crochet under just the top leg of the chain just to get us started. And then once we got to row 2, we went under both legs of the V. Okay, so you're going under both of these stitches. So let me stick my hook in so you guys can see. I'm just gonna stick it in. All right, we'll go here. Okay. So as you can see, I've got my working loop on hook, and then I've got both legs of this print letter V on hook. So then I would continue my single crochet as normal. Okay. Now, when you're doing back loop only or front loop only stitches, which those abbreviations, if I didn't say before, is BLO and FLO. So when you see these abbreviations, and your pattern notes should tell you what the abbreviations mean, and they're pretty, they make a lot of sense. So like single crochet is SC, slip stitch is SLST, half double is HDC, and double is DC. So they make sense. And like I said, if it's like a different stitch, your pattern notes should explain to you what it is. So when I'm doing, let's say my pattern saying single crochet in the back loop only. So instead of going in under both of these, right under both legs, I am just going in the left leg. Okay? So just the left leg. Now, if it's asking for front loop only, I'm going in the right leg. And then I would single crochet like normal. Okay, so let me show you a couple of back loop onlys. Now, I will say that now I have turned my work to where my working loop is facing to the right, and then the rest of my work is facing 9 o'clock. I am right-handed, so my work is always going to face 9 o'clock, and I'm going to work right to left. So, okay, so let's say my pattern is saying, okay, crochet, single crochet, back loop only. I have working loop on my hook. Okay, in this next stitch, I'm going under just that left leg, or in this case, because I have my work turned, it's the upper leg. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Okay, let me try that again a little bit less sloppy. I don't know what that was, sorry. It's late. It's like after 9 o'clock on a Monday. All right, so I have working loop on my hook, and I'm going into the back loop only, which is the left leg or the upper leg of my next V. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. Okay, let's go again. Let me zoom out just so that I don't make y'all seasick. Okay. So here again, we're going in the back loop only. And to be honest, I've seen more patterns that ask you to go back loop only versus front loop only. I mean, I have seen them with the front loop only, but mostly I've seen back loop only. All right. And the whole purpose of this variation of stitches is just to get you some texture, and it's like a ribbing effect in your work. So let's say that you're still kind of new to the single crochet, but you would like to try a variation. So this is a really good way to do it if you're just going under the back loop only or the front loop only. It's really very easy. You get the hang of it pretty quickly. Your counts are still going to be the same. Everything's going to be the same. You're just not going under both legs of that V. Okay, so I'm getting up to my last stitch. Okay. All right, chain 1 and turn. Okay, now see, this created like a rib. So I can feel there's a definite distinction between my stitches. So this is the back of the work because I just turned my work. Okay, so there's definitely a separation between that first row and that second row. Also too, if you're doing front loop only or back loop only, it will always start on row 2. Your first row is always going to be your regular single crochets. All right, so I'm going to flip it over so that you can see what we created on the front side of the work. So on the front side, you can see that there's a rib. So there's a straight line of, and you can feel this really well too, there's a straight line of those front loops that we left alone, and then behind them is where the stitches happened because we only worked in the back loop. So there's a definite rib effect here. It's nice for washcloths. It's nice for scarves. It's really nice for like boot cuffs. It's really nice for anything. It's just a really cool way to add some texture to your work without having to think about learning a new stitch. Now, when you turn your work, you're still going to go in the back loop if your pattern calls for it. It might also have you go into the front loop only to create uniform ribbing, because what happens is if you go into the back loop only as you're, flipping your rows, you're going to end up with a wavy ridge. So it's going to feel like waves. Kind of, I want to say it kind of feels like I guess I don't know what a good way to describe how it feels tactily. Okay, like a paper fan. That's exactly what it's going to feel like. It's going to feel like the ridges of a paper fan. You know how it goes one way and then goes the other way? So that's what that will feel like. Now, your pattern might want all the ribs to be facing the same way. So in this next row, because we did a back loop only on the row that we just completed, it might say, okay, now do your ridges front loop only. So I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so I've got my working loop on my hook. I'm going just into this front loop, so the loop that's closer to me, or the bottom loop, or the leg, sorry guys, the bottom leg or the right hand leg or the leg that's closer to me. I'm leaving the back ones alone. So then I'll yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. Okay, we'll do that again. So I've got working loop on hook. I'm going into the leg that's closer to me, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. Okay, just doing a few more just to get you guys a good view of this. we got a few stitches on here. Now, again, on the back side, you're going to have that same differentiation that you do with the row beneath it. And then on the front side, if you flip it over, your ridge is going to be more like, it's not going to be that fan effect, like the ridges of the fan where it goes up and down and up and down. It's going to be more like a straight line effect, where all your ridges are on the same side of your work. Okay, so that's what that is. It's pretty simple. I just thought I'd come on here and show you guys a little bit of a variation. So if you have any questions, as always, let me know. Send me an email, leave a comment on this video, and I will be back soon with another one. Good night, guys.